to reality. How people perceive you will directly impact how they deal with you. The power of authenticity. You are your own competitive advantage. Nobody can be you the way that you can be you. So the last thing that you should, yes. The last thing that you should ever do is to submerge that which is uniquely you. Anytime that you are trying to behave or speak in a way that is inconsistent with who you really are, you will create a competitive disadvantage for yourself. If your success depends upon your ability to successfully penetrate relationships, the easiest way to penetrate a relationship is to bring your authentic self to the table. If you bring your authentic self to the table, people will trust you. And trust is at the heart of any successful relationship. It is at the heart of any successful relationship. As quiet as it's kept, most people are not comfortable in their own skin. So when they see someone who is comfortable and confident in their own skin, they will gravitate towards you. They want some of that. That was a very interesting lesson for me to learn. When I first started in this business, I didn't want anybody to talk about the fact that I was a singer. I wanted to be known as a no-nonsense, hard-driving, analytical, quantitative investment banker. I'm not here to sing and dance, boys. Let's not get it twisted. I didn't want anybody to talk about that until I saw the client reaction. My colleagues would often go into a pitch with me and say, oh, this is Carla Harris, our capital markets banker. But what you really ought to know about Carla is that she's an amazing gospel singer. She's done 3 CDs, 4 sold-out concerts at Carnegie Hall, and blah, 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 blah. And there I was, rolling my eyes until I saw the client reaction. Oh, you're a singer. Oh, I so admire people who can sing. I personally love to sing, but my family will only let me sing in the shower. And maybe you can talk to my daughter about how she can integrate her love of the arts and her academics and blah, blah, blah. And there we were having a 15-minute meeting before the meeting. Are you with me? Take the lead. So when I sat down to pitch, they heard me with a different ear. They saw me through a different lens. I naturally differentiated myself from the other 5 bankers that would come in there and pitch that same IPO that afternoon because Carla Harris, the singer, was allowed to be in the room with Carla Harris, the banker. So anytime I walk into a new situation today, I bring Carla Harris, the investment banker, Carla Harris, the investment manager, Carla Harris, the prayer warrior, Carla Harris, the singer, Carla Harris, the writer, Carla Harris, the speaker, Carla Harris, the golfer, Carla Harris, the football fan. I bring all those Carlas to the table. Because I don't know which Carla will be the one that will connect and will allow me to own that relationship in a proprietary way. And the story that I love to tell was 5 to 6 years into my career, I had a very senior managing director say to me, you know, you're smart, you work hard, but I don't think you're tough enough for this business. Now, my first reaction is, what is he smoking? You can call Carla Harris a lot of things, but ain't tough, I ain't one of them. But then I said, wait a minute, suppose this guy is not pulling my leg. Suppose he really doesn't think that I'm tough enough for this business. And as you might imagine, ladies and gentlemen, the last thing that you want to be thought of as a woman on Wall Street is not tough. So after I got that feedback, I said, okay, I know what I'll do. For 90 days, I decided I would walk tough, talk tough, eat tough, drink tough, use tough in my language. Because it's important that if you want to train people to think about you in a certain way, you must have consistent behavior around those 3 adjectives. And you must use this language in your environment, particularly when you are talking about yourself. So I had a reputation of being very good at critiquing management presentations, so much so that before we took a company on the road for a multi-billion-dollar IPO or multi-hundred-million-dollar common stock transaction, my colleagues would often ask me to come into the room and listen to that CEO's presentation and give that CEO some feedback. even when it was not my deal. So the next time someone asked me to do that, after I gotten that feedback, I said, wait a minute, tell me a little bit about this CEO. Is this guy sensitive? Does he have a thin skin? I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings because you know I'm tough. And I kept using this language over and over and over to describe myself. And sure enough, in about 90 days it worked. I was behind a team of people. They didn't know I was behind them. The VP was beating up the poor associate. Do you have the backup analysis? Do you have the synergy analysis? We're going to see Carla Harris. And you know, she's so tough. So they will start to think about you in that way if you have consistent behavior around those three adjectives. But it is imperative, ladies and gentlemen, that you understand the adjectives that are associated with success for the seat that you're sitting in or the seat that you aspire to sit in. And particularly if you are interviewing for a job, your prerequisite experience is not the predominant factor in the affirmative decision to give you that job. It is about understanding what the buyer is really buying. What adjectives are associated with success for the job that you aspire to get at that point? Every class that you have had, every relationship that you have or you have had, and every experience that you have had has uniquely informed your ability to maximize your success in the seat that you're sitting in or the seat that you aspire to sit in. It is about having an expect to win mentality. Winners may ask when, they may ask how, but they never ask if, because they know how the story ends. So it's important that you own your power and recognize that if you have gotten to this seat tonight, that you have everything that you need in order to lead successfully, no matter what organization, what industry vertical, or what you might aspire to do. Now, as I close, I want a little audience participation here. So as you heard, I'm a singer. And singers like to have a little backup. And the 10th song on my last CD is called Expect to Win. It was named after my book, and it was written by a wonderful group called SWAT, Singers with a Testimony out of Brooklyn. And it's just an amazing song, and it's my anthem. I put it on every morning that I'm about to head into my office, and I crank it up. So here is the chorus. I'm going to sing it once for you. And then I want us to do it together, yes? Expect to win, no matter what you're up against. Don't give up, don't give in. Oh, yes, you can. Not fear, but faith will win the race. Don't give up, don't give in. Expect to win.